Real quick shout out to my sponsor Alpha Draft. If you're interested in League of Legends or Counter-Strike Go and doing fantasy, go ahead and click my referral link below. Anyway, I did a Tafo tip episode about a week and a half ago talking about goal setting. And a common question I got in the last week and a half was about discipline and how do I, spend every day doing boring tech stuff. I just want to play the game. And I think it's a really important thing to go over, and this is really, once again, applicable to anything in life. And the reason why I really started off with week one of goal setting was because I really want you to evaluate as a person, like, what is really important to you. And what I mean by that is not something like really glamorous, but more so like, how much are you willing to sacrifice and how much are you willing to put in work to achieve goals. So if it's something that's like really lofty and like, I want to be the president or I want to be the best in the world, but it has no backbone, then it's probably not a good goal. But if you have defined a goal that you're willing to commit to, what tends to happen is that when push comes to shove, if this is something that's really important to you, you will find a way to get that thing done. So if school is important to you, or if getting an A in that class is important to you, you're going to be on top of every assignment. You're going to be studying in the late hours of the night. However, if you're not into something, you're going to be very quick to find excuses to not do it. So classic example is the gym. You may be like, oh, I'm too tired, I don't have my gym clothes, or think of like whatever reason to not go. And so goal setting, it really factors in here because you really have to question and challenge yourself on whether or not you really want to achieve what you want to achieve. So here's some helpful pieces of advice that have helped me. So first of all, I try to minimize the number of potential excuses I can have in regards to doing something that I don't really want to do. So for example, going to the gym, I used to have the excuse of I don't want to go home and get my stuff. It's like so bleh. So what I do now to make it easier is that I pack all my stuff, my gym shorts, my change of clothes, my gym shoes, and everything that I need to go to the gym, I put in the car so that right after work I look at it, I'm like, oh, okay, like this is a lot easier to do because all my stuff is there. I just have to drive. It's on the way home. So I make it easier for me to build a habit out of this. So once again, if you need to build a new habit, this is really hard. And so you want to make it as easy as possible for yourself. So if you have like your gym clothes everywhere, you have to find it and it's like a big chore to even go, then you're probably not going to go. And in habit building, like if it's something that's routine to you, you probably don't even think of all the things that make it easy for yourself. For example, if you brush your teeth, your toothpaste, your toothbrush are all in one place, so it makes it really convenient for you to do things that you need to do to clean your face, clean your teeth, and all that fun stuff. So that's number one. Number two, do this. So if I ever have a paper, I try to minimize it into chunks. So if I say like I need to do it within the next week, chances are I'm not spending the first 6.5 days working on it, and I procrastinate. That's perfectly natural. So what I do instead to stay on top of things is I go, okay, within the next 20 minutes, I will do this, this, and this. And I make everything into bite-sized chunks, so that's a lot more manageable. Because now I can go like, oh, okay, like I can do that within the next 15 minutes. I can do 100 L cancels or whatever, 1,000 shuffles. Like, let me do that, because that's a better goal than saying like, oh, within the next week, I will do this. A task that could probably take an hour. So if it's something that's like really that small, why not just get it out of the way? And so, and especially if you're trying to build new habits, you're trying to get tech skill in your life, you're trying to go to a friend's house to play, you really have to carve out space to do it, and you really have to be dedicated and disciplined to do it. And so that's number two. Set some dedicated time chunks rather than say like sometime in the next week. Just say Monday 6 o'clock I will do this, or Tuesday after work at 8 p.m. I will do this. Wednesday at 7 o'clock when I get home after I cook dinner, I want to practice tech school for 20 minutes. And if you can commit to that, it will be a lot easier as opposed to having these nebulous goals. And lastly, track your progress. So if you're grinding tech skill, for example, write down specific things that you can note to hallmark improvements and hallmark things that you notice about yourself. So maybe in the beginning you get 60 out of 100 shuffles. And so you may want to track, like, maybe like once every like week, just track down how many shuffles you get. Maybe it goes up to 80, maybe it goes up to 90. And so I think little incentives and little things to really see that you're improving in certain aspects are very encouraging. I know that Melee is a really tough game, but by documenting things that are traceable and things that you notice that you can improve on and that you have improved on, it actually is a little bit of a motivation factor. It's like being able to lift like a little bit more at the gym, or being able to make some more shots consistently. So those are my 3 tips on regards to discipline, and I hope that's helpful to you. So just to recap, so first of all, make it easy on yourself. So if you don't have Melee equipment, buy the equipment. Have it accessible to you. Make it easy on yourself to form a new habit or a new practice routine. Number 2, form dedicated chunks of time where you can practice what you want to practice. Don't say, I'll practice sometime the next week, because chances are, if that's not a habit that's ingrained into your normal work line of work during the week, then you're probably not going to do it. And number 3, try to create traceable achievements, and that will help encourage you to move forward. So I hope this is helpful for you. I'll be doing more videos, give or take once a week, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.